Hello, my name is Marlena Hadeen, and I just got back from the grocery store a little bit earlier ago, and I had some things to do, but I still wanted to do a video on all the lovely clean eats that I got, and just want to kind of share with you some of the staples that I keep in my house every day that you can use too and get that's clean and healthy and makes great meals. So one of the first things is we already had some green apples in the house, but I love keeping these in the house. They're organic green apples. My kids love them too, so it's a healthy snack for them. And I like them with all natural peanut butter, about a tablespoon or two, and just dip it with it, and it totally cures my sweet tooth, one of my favorite things. I already had some in the house, but I normally grab a bag every time I go. Then I love to season my food. Seasoning tastes really, I won't eat something unless it has really good taste, but I don't want to have all the sodium in my food. So I love getting the Mrs. Dash seasonings. Onion and I had the wrong one. The onion and herb is my favorite. I just had to buy a new one because I pretty much have every single flavor that you could in the Mrs. Dash, but I just had to buy a new one because I used all this one. I love this one. And then I just got the lemon pepper one because I have some tilapia. So I thought that I would make some lemon pepper tilapia. No, it's not. It sounded really good. So then I already have this in the house, but I love to keep a big bag of tilapia fillets, and they're individually packaged. So I'll make a bunch of them for dinner, or sometimes I'll make a bunch of them to have for lunches. And I'm going to season them this week with the lemon pepper ones, and then I might have them for lunch with like salad, or it's an easy dinner if I'm busy or something like that. So these are good to keep in the house. And then I love keeping shrimp in the house too. Just because it's just, sometimes when you're busy and you really didn't plan or something comes up unexpected. I love having bags of cuties in the house. So good, and my kids love them too, actually. So another healthy snack. I love giving fruit to my kids for snacks instead of like candy and stuff. So definitely one of my faves. And then I usually pair that up with a cheese stick. But if I'm going really strict, then I cut dairy out. But like I'm doing this week since I'm going to Vegas soon for a fun event. But yeah, so my kids love these too, which I am totally happy with them loving this because it's tons of protein and packed with vitamin D and everything that you really, it's healthy snack. So I give this to my kids, and my husband loves them, so we always have those in the house. We always go through them. I love these Ezekiel wraps, and you can find these in your organic section. A few pieces just fell out. You can find these in your organic section. They're in the fridge because they're frozen because they go bad really fast. So I keep mine in the freezer, and then I'll just set them out a few minutes before I want to use them. And I normally use them for, I really love pizza, my weakness. So I'll put these in the oven with some tomato paste, some spinach, some chopped mushrooms, some mozzarella, and I'll put it in the oven, and I'll make a little pizza, and it's healthy. And always got to have the asparagus in the house. Come on, all my asparagus people. I know it makes your pee stink, but amazing. I love asparagus, especially like grilled on the barbecue with some turkey burgers, or in the oven on the broiler with some garlic powder. Always got to have a bag of onions because I'm telling you, I put onions like on everything. I'm telling you, I'm about the flavor, and I'm from Texas, so I love Mexican food. So onions to me go in everything. My eggs, they go in my tacos, they go in my anything that you could pretty much saute up and have, I add onions in. So that's me. And I love sweet potatoes. Sometimes I'll put a full sweet potato in the oven with some olive oil and just have that with some of this onion and herb seasoning. And then you could even like have like a stuffed sweet potato with like black beans and onions and stuff. Yum, that sounds good. Or I like to slice them and make like bake them in the oven with like some carrots and onion and stuff, and then I'll like bake it in the oven with, and I also like to put this seasoning on it too when I bake it in the oven. And then I'll put a little bit of oil and then just pop it in the oven, and it will be kind of like sweet potato chips. So I always have sweet potatoes in the house. Bananas, my kids love bananas. I love bananas in my Shakeology. So we go through bananas like crazy. And I notice like if my kids only eat like half a banana, I'll put the other half in the freezer, and then I just can throw it in my shake, and it makes the shake, I don't know, really creamy and yummy. Avocados. Put avocados on everything too. Turkey burgers. A lot of times I won't have buns for like turkey burgers, and I'll just throw some avocados on it, some black beans, and like some salad, and kind of make it like a turkey burger salad. I don't know. And then I put avocado in my eggs. I put avocado, I don't know. Whatever you could put avocado on, I slice up avocado and put it on. Okay. Then I love lemons. It goes in a lot of recipes that I have. I'll squirt lemon like on fish and stuff. And then I also love to have a fresh lemon in my water. So I'll cut a lemon up, squeeze the juice in, and then I will just like leave the lemon in my water. Favorite thing, and it's a good way if you're getting bored with water to spruce your water up. Another thing is you can cut up some strawberries and put that in your water, and then it's like strawberry refreshing water, and or some blueberries, or you can even freeze your blueberries and strawberries like in an ice cube tray with some water and throw that in your water. I already have some baby spinach in the fridge. But I also like to get some salad mix, so I got this spring mix and baby spinach, and I love getting these salad mix. It's a 50-50 mix. And then I'll just toss it in there and have a salad with like some cashews on top, some creamy garlic dressing that I have on my blog, and the radishes, and then I'll throw a chicken breast on there, or a turkey burger, or whatever you want. Sky's the limit, or I'll pair it with a piece of fish. Okay, so then I always have pinto beans in my house, and they're actually up there in my cabinet, but I'll get pinto beans. I have corn for some turbo fire chili that I'm going to make this week. And so I got some chili beans with that, some diced tomatoes. Always have to have those in the house. I actually use those on a lot of things. I got garlic and onion rings. And black beans. My absolute favorite, I will throw these in eggs. I will throw them, sometimes I'll just cook them up with some onions and garlic and then throw them with some brown rice or some quinoa. Like, that's my favorite of all times. And it's very quick and cheap. So then I always have PB2 because I use this stuff in my Shakeology, and it's so amazing. And it's only 45 calories for 2 tablespoons. And if you're a peanut butter lover like me, you know how fattening and how many calories peanut butter can add up. So, and the fat calories are only 13. So it's peanut butter. It tastes exactly the same, but it takes out all the fat in it. So definitely a staple that you need to have in your house. Because, I mean, who doesn't love peanut butter? I do. Alright, so these carrots are kind of getting old. I don't know about these, but I'll show them to you. Then they've been in my fridge. They're organic baby carrots. So I use these, and actually I just started making homemade hummus. So I now make homemade hummus, and I blended chickpeas with a little bit of water, a little bit of oil, and I actually put peanut butter in it instead of tahini. And then I'll put whatever flavor I want to put. I'll put some garlic in there, or a little red pepper, or different things like that. And I'll make my own hummus, and I'll just keep it. And it keeps for about 5 days. You have to make it more often, but it's healthier. Okay, almost done here. I always have mushrooms in my house for my eggs, and I saute these up sometimes with onions and put on like turkey burgers. So I always have those. Blueberries to put on my yogurt when I am having yogurt. I'm not having dairy right now, but I'll put blueberries on my organic original yogurt with some honey and cinnamon, which I always have cinnamon, always have honey in the house. Strawberries for the kiddos and me, a nice snack that I'll pair up with some cashews. I always have cashews in the house as well. Okay, I bought 3 rings of ground turkey because the meals this week, I don't know, I'm not feeling chicken lately. For some reason, the texture of chicken is kind of sicking me out. I don't know why. I've changed. So I'm sticking with turkey right now. So I've been getting ground turkey. I normally get the 99% fat-free, which some people cringe about because I don't know, it tastes fine to me. But this was 93 because they were out of the 99. But it's just ground turkey and I grabbed 3. I'm going to make turkey meatloaf this week, turkey burgers, and then I'm going to make like a sloppy Joe mix with some pinto beans in it and tomato paste. And I'm just going to have that. I'm going to make that with family. It's tomato paste, pinto beans, and some turkey meat with seasonings. So that's one thing I'm going to have. Then, whilst we're going, okay. I always keep feta in the house for my eggs. So I love to sprinkle feta on salads and eggs. Almond milk, of course. So I always have almond milk. I usually get the unsweetened vanilla, but I didn't have any of that either. Egg beaters, especially now because I'm trying to put a lot of protein and veggies together. to lean out. So I got egg whites to start having egg whites as snacks and meals and stuff. Not really an egg person, but I'm going to go with it right now. Okay, so more diced tomatoes. I always keep veggie broth in the house, the organic veggie broth, and I cook with this a lot. Like I'll cook chicken, or I'll cook, I don't know if this goes in the turbo chili. It might, I can't remember, but I always have it in the house, so it's not really anything that I ever have to buy. Usually if I notice I'm getting low, I'll just grab some, even if it's not part of the recipe for that week. And I always keep quinoa in the house. So this, if you haven't ever had this before, this stuff is amazing. It has so many good properties in it for you. It's full of protein and vitamins and minerals that your body needs. It is a protein powerhouse. So if you like brown rice, I suggest this as an alternative. I actually kind of like the texture better. I don't know. I just like it better, I think, than rice. Some people might not like it because they might not like the texture. But I cook it with veggie broth and water. Like I'll do half veggie broth, half water. And then I'll season it with one of the Mrs. Dash ones, and then I'll squeeze some lemon in it. I really love it. I don't know. So definitely go find this in it's usually like in the organic section or the grain section, but I found it in the organic section. So go get some of this and try it. And use it instead of rice. All you have to do is use it in place of rice. I usually like to mix it with black beans. So try that. Like a little bit of black beans, a little bit of quinoa, a little bit of onions, a little bit of corn, cilantro on top, and you got you a little healthy Mexican dish. And then put it over a salad or something. And that's all I have for you. So I always keep these things in my house pretty much. I mean, this is pretty much my go-to every week. I always keep corn, always keep beans, always keep Mrs. Dash seasonings, always keep veggie broth, always keep egg whites. I always have almond milk. I almost always have tilapia just because I think it's easy. And some people always have chicken breast, but I haven't been about the chicken breast lately. Definitely always have beans because, you know, sometimes we run out of food in the house, and that's kind of my last thing that I have in the house. I always have a salt full of beans, and I always have quinoa. So if you don't have anything and you're needing to go to the store, cook up some black beans and some quinoa, and you're set with a healthy meal that's awesome. So I hope this helped you when you're going to the grocery store. And I know that I've been getting a lot of questions of people asking, I don't know what to shop for at the store. I don't know what to shop for. So I really hope that this helped you of some staples that you can get. I didn't have any bread to show you, but I did get some 100% whole wheat, which is for my kids. I normally get the Ezekiel cinnamon raisin bread, which is in the organic section in the freezer section right next to the wraps that I have. So that's what I like to have. It just doesn't feel as filling or heavy filling in my stomach. So I don't know. I like it. 100% whole wheat's good. Almond milk is a good alternative to milk, and you really can't taste it when it's in things, I don't think. If you like cheese, you can get the part skim cheese, or feta cheese is an alternative. Instead of white potatoes, get sweet potatoes. For snacks, carrots and hummus, banana and walnuts, cheese stick and grapes, strawberries and cashews. You want to always pair a complex carb with a protein. So strawberries would be your complex carb, and the cashews would be your protein. So egg whites, protein, complex carb will be my veggies that I put in the eggs. So just always keep that in mind as far as your snacks. Always have salad mix on hand, and like some fruits for your snacks, and Mrs. Dash seasonings, beans, and you'll always have a quick healthy meal in your house. I like to always keep tilapia, like I said, and shrimp because it's easy. So I really hope that this helped you get some ideas of what to get at the grocery store, because I know that it's really hard when you're first learning what's good and what isn't. There's so many fad diets out there and things that tell you what to eat and what not to eat, and I can honestly tell you that just eating clean really is the secret that all you need is to being healthy and thinning out, because I can't tell you how many people have told me, I've lost 5 pounds in 1 week and dropped a size just from eating clean. Our bodies are so bloated from all the sodium, and we don't drink enough water. So I can tell you that eating clean has changed my life, and I hope that it changes yours too. And feel free to message me if you need anything. But take these tips to the store with you.